Hi, I'm Alex Perrick. I'm a Senior Product Manager with TechExcel, and today I'm going to be taking you through a brief demonstration of DevTrack as it would be used to manage a traditional development project. DevTrack is TechExcel's tool for defect tracking and implementation task tracking. It can be purchased as a standalone product or as part of an integration with Agile Studio or DevTest Studio or as part of the entire DevSuite package. So let's get right into it. What we're viewing now is the task list view of the web interface for DevTrack as it appears if you purchase DevTrack as part of DevSuite. If you were to purchase DevTrack as a standalone product, your interface will look slightly different and you'll of course miss out on certain integration points. The task list view is essentially a searchable and sortable list of the tasks filtered by what you've selected from this tree on the left. This tree is where we've organized our releases and subprojects. It can be organized however makes sense for your process, and there's no limit to the number of folder levels or subprojects that you can set up. So if I want to say add a new release to our browser subproject, I just right-click and add a new sibling of the type release. This type can be named whatever you want, but in this case we've chosen release. To add subprojects to a release, I just use the same right-click controls to add a sibling, but this time select folder subproject. Now, because I'm integrated with DevSpec, I can assign specifications into development and have child tasks linked to them. This can be shown by simply selecting this Show Specifications option here. You'll see we also have a large number of standalone tasks as well. How you manage your tasks and specifications is of course going to be up to you, but we would definitely recommend integrating specification management with DevTrack. Adding a task in DevTrack is done using the New Task dialog. You'll see at the top here we can choose to associate this task with a story or specification, or to just create a standalone task. The red fields on this form are configured as required fields, and the blue fields are optional. These of course can be configured however you want. Now you may have noticed that for any selected item I get these detail tabs here at the bottom. And these of course can be used to get a description of the task I'm working on or update current status, make notes, etc. I've actually got this tied into DevTime, our time tracking module, so all the status updates made here can be reported on to get metrics on how much time your developers are spending on various tasks. It's also important to talk about these transition buttons here. These are controlled by the workflow that we've configured in our admin tool. This graphical tool makes it very easy to create and communicate exactly what the process is for our task management. If I want to add a state, I can just right-click here and select Add State, then name it and create. To make a transition to our new state, we just drag from one state to the other. So going back to our selected task, we can see that the test transition is available to us. So this means that we are currently in the coding state and can take this transition to get to the QA testing state. So we'll go ahead and do this now, and if we look at the current status, we'll see that reflected in the workflow history. That pretty much summarizes how DevTrack would be used when managing a traditional development process. If you'd like any more information or to see a live demonstration, please contact TechExcel at info@techexcel.com or by calling 800-439-7782. You can also get additional information from our website, www.techexcel.com.